はい、HataQです。キングダムズ・オブ・アマラー、続きをやっていきましょう。これも、後か。これが全然表示されてないね。まあ一回こっから出るか。さて、この辺にいるはず。あ、こん中か。おお、発注者また増えたぞ。
Hello there. You look quite fit, quite able. Perhaps I'll have work for one so hearty as yourself. Well, once you hear the details, I'm sure you will lose interest. Everyone else does. We of the Alpha Merchant Navy wish to hire a representative to track and kill the notorious pirate Dead Kell and his crew of murderous hanged men. You will? Truly? I must admit I did not anticipate this development. Here is your payment. It is made in good faith. Once you've made your preparations, report to Captain Rast Bratigan in the Keys. She will be your escort. Rast is a good and loyal companion and a competent sailor, despite what they say. May Lyria protect you, and may her breath ever be at your back. Good luck. She perches along the pier like a seabird, never venturing far from her ship, the Calamity. It is the hideaway of Dead Kell and his crew. The legends speak of it as a damned isle, a horrible scar on the face of the world. To be quite honest, no one is sure of its true location. For the best, I say. I have served the Alpha Merchant Navy since my youth, when I began my career as a deckhand on the good ship Steadfast. He is the scourge of the Frostbreak Sea, a terror who seems intent on sinking every ship we sail from Rathir or elsewhere. If only he'd stayed dead. They are Dead Kell's legendary crew, a trio of villains so sinister that their names sink the heart of every sailor. But I won't tell you any more. No, you don't need anything else to stoke your worry. It's the fierce, icy ocean north of the plains of Erethel, a busy place of trade and transport, and the occasional treachery. She is the only captain willing to pursue Dead Kell into the mists of the Frostbreak Sea. Perhaps it is her courage, her skill, her determination. No, that's not it. Rast is a good woman, but unaware of her own faults, of which there are many. They don't call her the worst sailor alive for nothing. Trust Rast.
これでまあ一つ受けたと、あとはもう一つ、これも受けなきゃいけないのか。
Get this. I wake up yesterday morning with the worst headache, no shirt, and a note that I'm fighting a duel.
クエストが。
Me fighting a duel? Don't know how I got into it, but it's all rot unless I can find a second. You can't fight a duel without one. Now, you might be thinking, a popular fellow like Waylon, what trouble could he have finding a second? Well, turns out my friends are all drunken cowards. Look, you seem tough enough. Be my second, and I'll make it worth your while. Thank Lupoku. There is something else I should mention. There is no way in all Amalur I'll win this fight, so I've devised a plan. Before you go to Dalton, that's my opponent, find Gelfine in the Wending and ask for some rows of shadows. She'll know what you mean. Then go to the officers' hall in the burn, and on the sly, put some on Dalton's sword point when you inspect it. After you've got the rows of shadows from Gelfine in the Wending, you've got to talk to Dalton in the officers' hall. Tell him I'm ready. He'll show you his dueling sword. Dab a bit of the Rose of Shadows on it, then come back to me. Proud son of forested traders, my name is gold in every watering hole and board house in Rathir, and, well, I'm not really allowed out of Rathir. All in good time, my friend. All in good time. Surely you've heard of him. Back from Cluricon, and everyone's talking about his exploits on the battlefield. They used to talk about my exploits with Society Daughters, but... I swear I don't remember a thing. Apparently I challenged Dalton Ames, the war hero, over the honor of my sister. I do seem to remember him and his bulky arm sitting smugly in the sea foam, taunting me. The way I see it, I'm doomed to end up in Mel Senshir, and I'd rather cut the nose off my face than live a soldier's life. I want some freedom, and you're going to help me, right? Now, time for my part in this business.
これでここのクエストも受けたと。で、この辺やってない。これか。これはどうなった？これ話し相手のマークが出てないんだよね。で、考えられるのが、まだ行ってない場所が指定されてて、こういうアイコンが出てないからマークが出ねえんじゃねえかなっていうのが一つなんだけど、まあでもちょっとあれだな。ちょっと出ない以上わかんないな。まあこれやっちゃおうか。そしたら。どこ行けって？全然行ってほしい場所出ねえんだよな。ここにはマーク出てんだけど。なんかちょっとマーカーバグが始まった感じするよね。ここ最近ちょっと連携が取れてないよね。おかしな位置取りのところに出たりとかしてるもんね。だからね、このね、移動過程とかいらないのよ。複雑になるし、システムの不具合生むし。この先行きたいんだけどな。どうやって行くんだ。で、ここに入れと。本当にこれも、だからここに入るのが正解なのか分かんないんだよな。ここを突き抜けてなんかどっかに行けとかさ、あったりするからさ。ここはでも入ってるんだよな。
What? Well, outsider, buy or sell? Illyria, don't say it so loud. Someone could hear. All right, it's yours, if you can pay the price.
もういいよ。金で解決する。最低の主人公だな。金払えばいいんだろう。
What? Don't look at me like that. I don't like to be looked at. You go and wrinkle your nose at our caves and our tatters. At least I'm Rathiri, and no rotten outsider. I don't mind where you got anything. I don't ask. And don't you go minding where these came from. It's buy, sell, or leave.
で、次、どうすりゃいいんだ。単純に戻ればいいのかな。前回とか前々回とか最近ね、編集してて思うんだよ。ここにも発注者いるじゃない。うわ、なんか発注者だらけになっちゃってよ。収集つかねえな。なんかこの走ってるところをさ、つまむとさ、編集で。ほとんど編集時間なくなっちゃって。内容薄とか思って。
Please, I'm only a soldier back from Cluricon. Don't kneel. And I'm afraid I don't do blessings. Well, here for the formalities then. My sword is in the back. She's new, the real beauty. Go on and inspect it. I'm sure you'll find it more than suitable. Right in the next room on the wall. Won her off a Varani chap. Mind you, don't grasp the hilt. They say it's bad luck. He's as vile as his sister's delectable. I don't know how word got round to him, though. I thought I was discreet. Now that the siege is broken, it's all-out war. I, for one, can't wait to head back, as soon as I'm fully recovered. Me? They call me a war hero. Haven't you heard the songs? It was only 5 Bulgan, and I had a rusty knife. Huh, I don't see what all the fuss is about. I tell you, we need a place like this in Cluricon. Sure, there are places to drink and gamble, but nothing with class.
なるほど。この辺のものって盗むとみんな怒られる？怒られるよね。で、一人発注者いたんだよね。それをちょっと受けとかないとまずいね。これはこれでね。
You there, my lovely. I like the look of you. I have gold to slip in your purse in return for a small favor. Oh, now, don't sound so suspicious. I need some help in a matter of business. Tell me, do you know the merchant Gwalchmay? I am trying to strike a deal with that willful man, and I think I have found just the thing. Only, I cannot be the one to do it. How very astute of you. Now, Gwalchmay, I have learned, has a weakness for rare wines. This right here happens to be a bottle of Maybrin, his favorite. I wish we had more than just the one. Pity. Here's the contract for him to sign. The better a deal you strike, the sweeter I will make your reward. More than the bottle I gave you? Very good. If you can use that to strike a better deal, I will see you paid more than it's worth. In his goods store, in the Prairie, the market. It's near the center of town. Get him drunk on Maybrin wine, and he should be magnanimous with the contract. Me? You wish to know about me? I'm flattered, but I prefer to keep my cards close to my chest. If I were to approach him, he'd dig his heels in. But a fresh face such as yours, bearing a bottle of his favorite wine? It might just work. The sea wreathes her, old stone lifts her high, gold and magic pulse through her veins. In the city of Rathir, a soft whisper in a dark corner unlocks many doors. Be good, my lovely, and I'll be good to you.
で、ここでもクエスト受けるとなんか一つのクエスト終わる間に2つ3つ受けてるような気がするんだけど。これほんと減らねえよ。本当に増えてるよ。どうすんだよこれ。またこっちに行ってなんかこの先だよな。これか。検索塗る除去したいいのかな。で次。もう言われるままに動こう。いたー。
Well, you're not the only one who's been busy. I've called in every last favor in my book. Now there's only one last thing for after the duel. I have it all worked out. With your help, I'll be free of Rathir, free of the war, free as a lark. I need to prepare for the duel, and I can't be seen near the docks. I need you to find Jaber there and give him the name of the ship I chartered, the Maid of Fortune. That's where I escape once everyone thinks I'm dead. A simple thing, really. Find Jaber on the docks. Tell him the chartered ship is the Maid of Fortune. Fitting name, don't you think? A very mild poison. Don't ask how I know or why Gelfine sells it. You appear dead for the length of a day, then you wake with a terrible headache. The Rose of Shadows will very quickly make me seem dead to that warrior oaf. I'll be moved from a coffin to a shipping crate. From shipping crate to Maid of Fortune's hold. From there, the high seas and beyond. No Rathir, no war, not a care. When you're done, meet me at the dueling ground.
さてと、次はどこへ行けと。
You've been talking to my son.
おお、何間違えた。
Up to.
あれ
I already know about this foolish
これ
tool.
クエストかな？
There's something else, isn't there?
いや、ぽいね。クエストっぽい
So
ね
that's。it. I should have known. Disgrace a war hero and slip out of Rathir. Well, I tell you what. Go on as you were, but give him the name of Ravenswing instead. I'll ship him right to Chloricon. A good shaking up, that's what he needs. When it's done, find me here. You'll be handsomely paid, I promise.
なんだ、なんかすげえ突発的に始まったな。で、この先にいたね。おお、二人もいるじゃん。
Wayland sent you. What's the word? This is a devilish curious business, and I don't mind saying so.
これってどういうことだろう。どっちの船でもいいのかな。
So it's to be the maid of fortune then.
どっちかの船に乗りたい方を言えっていうのかな。
Oh, and when you're done, return here. Aye, if you'll go and second his duel. That's the bargain, ain't it? Let's do our parts. You wish him luck for me. Make sure he's got the handle towards him and the point out the other way. A friend of our friend, you might say. I've raised a glass or three with the lad now and then. Owe him a bit of a favor, too. I know that ship. Know the captain, too. Sturdy Master Keel. She'll serve well enough. Good day then, Dove, and good luck with it.
これ決闘に立ち会う、どういうことだろう。ここもでもなんか話すことになってるな。あ、でもマークついてるわけじゃねえのか。これはちょっと後回しだな。他のクエストだね、これじゃあ。今度はこの先まで行く。上から降りてきたけど、ああ、そういうこと。
Good, you're here. Wish me luck.
What have I done? Lyria, this
これ何？
is
俺はここどうすんの？見てるだけ？ただ決闘何？どうなったかを確認だけすりゃいい係か。
Wayland said you were to have this when all was done. Well, all is done, so here you are. Now, I've not heard from the lad, but then that was the plan, aye? Wasn't it, Captain? A stranger land you'll never see. It's not lush and peaceful like here. It's dark and overgrown. But even then you could see the wounds of war upon the lands. Now, what hasn't old Jaber done and been? Traveller in my youth, Captain, and that's the truth of it. And then I went to war. Did my part in Chloricon, but those days too are behind me now. I was a ragged urchin then picking pockets. Took me in when I tried to empty one of theirs. They taught me a thing or two. Dancing with fey folk by moonlight, making Almain maidens blush. Oh, wandering days. By the look of you, you've stretched your legs. You've seen a fey or two yourself. They're folk and not folk, aye, Captain? Wise in years and wild as children, somehow both at once. And how some love to dance and sing. Well, Captain?
これでこのクエストって終わったのかな？なんかそんな感じするね。あ、OK です。さあ、じゃあ、公私混同、これ行ってみましょうか。今度そっちか。すぐそこじゃなかった。また遠く行かなきゃいけねえよ。で、この中かなっぽいね。いた。
You have come to Gwalchmay's goods, provisioner to all Rathir. to high and low, great house and sparrow alike. Mabrin wine? Wherever did you find it? Forgive me, it's just they're devilish hard to find. You likely had no idea, but there's not a wine in the world I love more. In fact, I think I'll uncork this now and have a sip. Or two. What's this now? Carasta's contract? Ought to have known she was behind this. Still, I suppose I was a bit hard on her. Here's a reasonable figure. She shouldn't turn her nose up at this. What do you say? Ha! Drink and cheer is one thing, business another. Don't mix the two, my friend. Never mix. Good then. Good. Signed and done. A good head on his shoulders, that lad. I asked for a ledger I thought was long lost. He found it and brought it back. Why, they're good for nothing louse. Thank you, my friend. I know just how to deal with this. That fool. I was going to deed this store to him one day, and he has done nothing but disappoint. A remarkable woman, there's no denying. But you be wary. Those eyes of hers make promises. Promise things she'll never give. Friend to any soul with such distinguished taste in wine. To you, friend. Oh, him? No one knows his real name. Got that name from the way he talks. Some say he was next to the Archsage once, up Spire Top. Then a spell went wrong, or his lover fell to her death. Whatever it was, broke him, it did. I could tell you a thing or two about this city. Did you know, for instance, that Faldron Afari ate the 5th Memorial Stone? Cast a spell and ate it. I could say a thing or two about Wyvern Gif as well, if I didn't fear the consequence. The Wyverns had a claim of their own, mind you, but their marriage to Gif, a scandal. I know the truth of it, but I'm not at liberty to say. Now there's Anwan and Wyvern Gif. The old oak and the greenweed, some say. Not I. The coin of one's as good as the other. The first 4 are easy enough to find about the city, but the 5th, few know the truth of it.
Welch Maze is just too.
さてと、じゃあまあ、とりあえず出て、
The innkeep can help you with a room.
The contract?
さあどうだろう。
Have it? Let me see. Yes, this will do. Good, my lovely. Well done. You brought me my profit. Now you shall have yours. Don't let the old dog fool you. He is as shrewd and stubborn as they come. But like any old dog, his tail will wag for just the right treat. So long.
まあ、とりあえずでもこれで良かったのかな。クエスト的にはまあ、一応終了ですか。そんな感じだね。さて、区切りも良さそうなんでね、今回はここまでということで、よかったらまた次回も見に来てください。チャンネル登録、そして良ければいいねボタンの方もぜひよろしくお願いします。それじゃあ、また会おうぜ。